Okay, so today I'm playing Pet Sim 99 and I'm making a guide which I think needs to be made. It's not a guide on getting gems or any items, it's just a guide on these things called achievements. Right? I'm going to make a guide showing which ones are worth it and which ones are not worth it. So, like in a tier list, I'll start from the most worth it to the least worth it ones. Right? Basically, they have a lot of crazy rewards. They can give you even a royalty charm, which is, I believe, going for 2 million, I think. Then you have 125k gems, these Midas touches, which are worth 150k. They were worth more, but now. Then a Dragon Brute, you get TNT crates and stuff. So there are a lot of achievements which are really worth it, and there are some which you should not even try because, well, they're not worth it at all. But they're just a waste of time. So, first achievement, the one that I would really recommend doing, and the one that is really worth it, is the breakable ones. I would not recommend doing this over your other grinds, but if you have free time and you do not have, let's say, you do not want to go to the last area farm open eggs, right? And you're a slight bit of beginner, so you can have a team of really bad pets. So let's say unequip the huge pet because it's not bad. Let's say you have stuff like this. This is not bad, but it's not good either. You just have four of them. They will start breaking your stuff here, but it won't be as fast. So I would recommend getting a good amount of pets. I have 40, but you don't need to have 40. You can have 20. So let's just go with my actual team. Uh, yeah, I'll unequip these. Let's go with my actual team and I'll show you how fast I'm breaking this. I'm basically one tapping everything. It's two tap, but and you can equip books to make it faster. I would not recommend getting damage books in because they don't really matter because you're still going to do the same damage. It's can't just one tap everything. It's the game mechanic. But the one thing I would recommend using is speed books because it increases player and pet speed, which means that if I have this equipped, you can see my pets are really fast. They're just zooming through the map. They'll break stuff faster and go to other stuff faster. So this area is good, but if you want, you can also do it in this area or this area. This area has a bit of a bigger area, so I would recommend this if you have like 40 pets or 30, but you can do it in the first area if you want to. And if you have auto farm, it would be really good to hatch eggs while doing this if you have like max money and you do not want to put it in the last area. So why this achievement is worth it? Because firstly, this reward is useless. The second reward, 30k gems, which already is worth it. According to my calculations, I break 25k each hour. So in 2 hours, I can get 30k gems, right? And in 10 hours, I can get 90k gems. But for this one, which I'm currently trying to do, it's 125k gems, which is again 20 hours, a bit more, quite a lot of hours, but it's really worth it if you want to. I won't recommend just doing this, but if you have the time, you can do it. And the royalty charm, again, I would not recommend going for the royalty charm. It is 2 million, but 1 million breakables will take you a grand total of 40 hours, which is a bit too much unless you're setting it up overnight. Now, the second achievement, which I would call really worth it, is the open eggs one. Now, why it's worth it is because, first of all, opening 90k eggs give you 20 this thing, lucky fives. Opening 250k eggs gives you a lucky five book and 20 lucky five potions again. And then the one that makes it really worth it is the 750k one. It gives you firstly the stand, which looks quite okay, and then the huge hunter, which increases the chance of you hatching huges. This these two combined with me hatching 35 would take almost 33 hours. But if you have more hatches, it will be faster. So in the same hours, you would be, getting this. You can also do this. But the problem with this one is if you're hatching the first egg, it's not really worth it to get the pets. So I would recommend doing this if you have, let's say I have 12, you have 70, which is the max, right? This is for a bit of the mid game or end game players who are actually having huge pets. I have one, but if you have like three or four, it will be really good. You can just set it to auto hatch and just leave it on, and it should continue for a while. So if you're hatching like a good number of pets, it should not take that long, like a day or two, and you should finish off the whole thing. I'm saying 35 hatches is a good number, but now that that achievement is over and the rewards are worth it, this is really worth it. I would not recommend trading it, but using it to hatch because huge pets are good. The third achievement that I would really recommend doing is not this, but what is it? Yeah, this one. Well, this one I would not recommend targeting for it, but you would get it done while doing the open 250k. But if you do not, then I would say try to continue hatching pets to get this achievement because it gives you shiny hunter, which again increases the chance of hatching shiny pets because shiny pets are really broken and 60% is pretty good. Now, next achievement is collect orbs. I would only recommend, not doing it per se, but it will get over while you're doing your first achievement, which is breakables. You get orbs from these things. The first two tiers are doable, but after that 10 million and 20 million and this one, I'm not even seen this balloon booth. It's not really worth it. It gives you 55k gems while you can get more than that from breakables, which is taking less time, as you can see. Now, the next achievement that I would say you should aim at would be a set of five achievements. For the potion ones, the vending machine ones, the magic wand one, which is enchants, potions, this thing, vending machines, loyal customers, yeah, and I believe daycare. Yeah. So, how do you do this all? Basically, you start off from here, you do a journey around the map, which I would recommend going with a hoverboard like me. First, you must just go click this and basically carry on through all of them. The upgrade potion ones I would recommend do over time because like you slowly collect more and more potions and then you can combine them. But if you do this sort of run, right, where you collect this, then you go here. If you have traveling merchant, you should always check its trades. They're actually worth it. I mean deals. The free potions, then you can go to the merchant and buy stuff from here. I would not recommend buying like 500 if you're slightly new to the game, but for me this is actually worth it because I have gems which I can spare. Then enroll your pets in the daycare here. Then go here, claim the free enchant. Then there is a free items here which you can claim. It can give you really good stuff too. Then claim that potion over a vending machine over there. Then I do not think there's anything here until there is one thing there for free diamonds. Then there is potions here which again you should buy because if you are like at the last area and you have even one emerald bar, that would be enough to last you forever basically buying these items because they're really low priced. Then you can go buy the one here. Then you can do comet showers if you want, but I'd get on to why that's not really worth it. Then you move on to this one. The chest is worth it now. Why? Because it's for the other achievements, which is the chest opening one. This is for mini chest and this is the big chest. They give you 100k gems and stuff, but I would not really say it's worth it because breaking 5000 chests would take you a while. And the chess mimic book is worth it, but its value will drop the more people get it. So it's not worth it if you're trying to get gems. But if you want the item or you want to complete it, it's really worth it. Buy this merchant is one of the best because you can buy these things and they're actually worth it. I mean, the money ones might not be for you, but they're worth it if you're thinking about you spending the small amount of gem to get big amount of currency which you can use to hatch eggs. Basically this is where the run ends usually. I would do this run and then set up a AFK farm, then come back in half an hour or 1 hour and then do it again depending on however you can. Now this will slowly progress all your achievements. Once you have gotten a lot of potions, you can go to the dark forest and you can combine them all up and you can get like pretty good amount of combinations done. The lower tier ones are very cheap to combine, so I would recommend combining them all, and then slowly you can get like tons of high tier ones, which you can again sell for gems, and that's worth it. Now, the next tier of achievements, which I would not say are worth it, but you'll get done anyway, are the ones here. As I said, yeah, the gold one, which I've already done, and the rainbow one. The rainbow one, I would not call it easy to do it. This one will take a while, but this one will get over fast. Now, why these are getting over as you're playing the game? Because you're making more and more gold pets or rainbow pets to sell them in the market. That's what I do. I make a ton of these and I have a ton of these. I'm not combining them because of these rewards, but you can combine them and make rainbow pets which are going to help benefit you, and because you can sell them in the market for cheap price. but I keep them because it increases my power and that makes me feel powerful. So now we move on to the next achievements, which I would not recommend are worth it. The most useless achievement in the game is going for the huge angel dog, because you have to climb the staircase. If you do not know what it is, you can go Google up how to do it. Basically, you have to just jump off the map and you will reach staircase to heaven. You can climb that thing for 86 days and not get a huge pet, because the odds are 1 in a million and each stair takes 4 or 5 seconds to climb. And if you are considering those odds, it would take you somewhere around 80 something days according to my calculations. I haven't done the calculations, I'm just doing it mentally, so it might be wrong, but that is an absurd amount of days. And as you can see, the amount of people that have unlocked it is 2. If you unlock it, yes, you can sell it for a lot of price, but it's not worth your time because you'll be wasting a lot of time climbing the stairs, which you could be using to get gems and stuff. Next, this thing I would not call worth it, because I mean you're doing it on the way, but this one is, well, not really. This one is worth it, but putting down 5,000 flags is a lot of work, and for this it increases the drops by a lot, which is really worth it. But the flag, getting 5,000 flags placed down is not worth it, and this only gives you 17.5k, so I would not call this achievement worth it. The eating fruit one again is not worth it because this reward is useless. This might be useful to some people, but I would not really say that it is. And this is useless. So the only thing that is good is the hippo melon booth and the watermelon hoverboard. But there is no way you'd be eating 10,000 fruits in very, quick time. It'll take a very long time period. Then the next one is the comet one. Breaking 1500 comet is doable, but breaking 5000 comets is not doable. And the reward you get is starfall, which is, it summons in a comet shower, which is again utterly useless. It doesn't really, it just gives you slight a bit more cash. Next is fill 175 coin jar. Again, it's not worth it because you can fill up 1k at max, but 5k will take you a while, and 70.5k which you can get in that much time, or even faster than that much time, which you'd be doing that. Then the redeeming merch code one, it's only for pay to win people. I mean, if you're buying merch, you can do that. I'm not going to talk about that. Then what else is there? We have, I don't think anything is left. I'm pretty, these two are good as I said, but they will take way too long and the rewards are, not worth it, because 90k for 7500, which you can get in that much time, and this one gives you 100k, which costs basically, which is more than double, but gives you 10k more gems, so it's not worth it. As you can see, why is this traveling merchant just disappeared and came back again? Isn't that a bit too fast? But basically that is it for the video on all the achievements and which ones you should do and which ones you should not. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have to say something in the comments, like if I missed something out or if I said something wrong, please leave it in the comments. I will respond to all the comments down below, and hope you have a good day. Peace.